Hey guys, what's up? Matt here, and today is another episode of Just the Tip. Put 2 minutes on the clock so I can smash it with a velvet sledgehammer. Today's episode is about the velvet sledgehammer. Jeremy Minor is the personification of the velvet sledgehammer, but what it is, you need to have a technique like a velvet sledgehammer in your arsenal, otherwise you're going to struggle to be a top tier, high performing sales rep. And what I mean by that is it's the ability to be like the hammer of truth that people need, but delivered in a way that's extraordinary, collaborative, and not combative. So it's a really, really important distinction. I hear a lot of people objection handle in highly combative ways where you're trying to trick people into doing stuff, and it's just not very effective. Using things like logic traps, okay, where you kind of like walk the person into a corner. It's not what we want to do. We want to get the person to change their own mind. Sometimes they just need a little bit of a nudge in the right direction. The way that we do this by using the velvet sledgehammer, okay? And really all it is a very, very effective, subtle, yet stern way of letting someone know that like what they're doing is outside of what they said and outside of their best interest, of what they've said is their best interest. I don't pretend to know what's in people's best interest, but if they tell me 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the next logical thing is 5, and it all kind of lines up, but they're going back to 3, doesn't make sense. So we need to be able to have that conversation. Tough conversations are really, really productive, whether it's in sales or life. And so what we have to go about things where we're collaborating with the person. We're just talking it out. Okay, we don't want to get into a point where we're going tit for tat and all that kind of stuff. So you need to be able to tell the truth in sales. You need to be able to do that effectively. You need to be able to call people on things, but do it in a way where they're not going to become offended and they actually find it productive. And that's kind of what I consider to be the velvet sledgehammer. So if you guys are out there and you're really struggling to overcome objections and you're really struggling to, I guess, get to that next level, make sure you reach out, get some training, comment down below. We actually have an objection handling matrix, which is kind of like the velvet sledgehammer 101. All right, guys, really appreciate it, and bye.